Dear boomers, in the last few days we've been talking about retirement, and it seems like people are interested in this topic. Now, just before I got on here, I meditated for 5 hours, 3 hours with Will Johnson, who has been on my channel, and an additional 2 hours, although it wasn't a meditation, but 2 hours with Joe Dispenza at Hay House. And we were talking about how to change your life by changing your thoughts, changing your brain. That is another topic for tomorrow. But today, one of the things we neglected to talk about in our tutorials about retirement is the subject of annuities. Now, my friend and I have been going to these retirement dinners. They give us salmon, or they'll give us, usually we choose the salmon, and then they talk about annuities. And these guys who are doing the talking about annuities, I just personally have a gut feeling that I would not want to do business with them. But it's just because I am ignorant about annuities. So let me talk a little bit about them and what they are. So they are a financial product that they provide a steady income stream, typically used for retirement. Now, here are the main types of annuities that anybody who wants to can consider for their retirement. There is something called immediate annuity. Features begin payment almost immediately after a lump sum payment. The advantages of that are that they provide immediate income. It's ideal for individuals needing immediate retirement income. Then there's deferred annuities, and the features of that is that the payments start at a future date, allowing the investment to grow. Now, the advantage of that is that there's some potential for growth and through investment, of course. And then it's ideal for individuals who want to accumulate savings before receiving income. Now, that is called a deferred annuity. This one is called a fixed annuity. The features are that it provides guaranteed payments of a fixed amount, and the advantage of that is that it's a predictable income and it's a low risk. It's ideal for people who are risk averse, retirees looking for stable income. And a variable annuity is the features of that are that payments vary based on the performance of underlying investments. The advantage of that is potential for higher returns with investment risk. And it's ideal for retirees who are willing to take some risk for potentially higher income. And then there's something called indexed annuities. And the features of that are that the returns are linked to the market index, such as the S&P 500. The advantage of that is that potential for higher returns than fixed annuities with some protection against market losses. And it's ideal for individuals seeking moderate risk with growth potential. Longevity annuities, and that's called deferred income annuities. And that particular income would begin at a later age, such as 85. The advantage that it provides income later in life to protect against outliving your savings, which is, I think, a fear that boomers often have. It's ideal for individuals planning for longevity and later in life income. And then there is qualified versus non-qualified annuities. A qualified annuity is purchased with pre-tax dollars through an IRA or a 401k. Non-qualified annuities is purchased after tax dollars. You purchase it with after tax dollars. The tax implications: qualified annuities offer tax deferred growth, while non qualified annuities also offer tax deferred growth but are funded with after tax dollars. Now, I don't know how anyone feels about this. It's complicated, and of course, it does depend on your situation. You have to talk to a financial advisor, someone that you actually trust. And that may not be that hard. I mean, these people who are financial advisors are usually, you have to find somebody that you resonate with, obviously. So it's very essential to evaluate your financial goals, your risk tolerance or risk intolerance, and retirement needs. So you have to consult with a financial advisor. The talk I was just listening to today with Dr. Joe Dispenza, I don't know if anybody here is aware of him, but these talks about retirement, the what you have to do to not outlive your income, and all these fear-based things that do create fear. And so we're all operating under the same fear-based thinking when as we try to come across and try to decide upon our retirement needs. And a lot of it is based on fear. It's based on holding on to your money and not being generous with anything. And some of it is, as I said yesterday, there is an opportunity for your children. A lot of people think they should get their savings out, their retirement savings out to pay for their children's education, which is not necessary because there are ways that children can pay for their own education. And you don't really want to mess up with that nest egg. Although, let's face it, if you need money and you have a retirement savings, what is savings for? But to make sure that you can live comfortably. That is a given. Dr. Joe Dispenza would say that you should change your mind to an entirely new way of thinking. This fear-based thinking makes for an incoherent brain pattern. The heart and the brain do not work in harmony together in these fear-based ways of thinking. And also the fear-based ways of thinking work in a linear time. It's very time-oriented. It's not very esoteric or mystical. But when you breathe through the heart and you breathe through the body and you let the breath go through the body to the top of the head and down, you are creating a coherent brain-heart pattern. And in those states of mind, then you can evaluate these things in a much better way. You get rid of the fear, and you can combine your logical mind with your gut intuition. And I had done another video about combining your gut intuition with your logical mind. You need both to make a decision that you feel comfortable with. And that is what I was talking about very recently, and that is what I believe Dr. Joe talks about. In order to change, you need to elevate your emotions to one of joy, love, forgiveness, and stay in that realm where when you elevate your emotions, the heart and the brain can work much better to set you on the path to liberation. And this is what we want. We want our heart and our brain to work together in order to try to figure this stuff out and not be in a fear-based state of mind. What I'd like you to do is look at this video that comes up, take a look at it, and subscribe to my channel. I will be forever grateful. and I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye bye.